On a TV broadcast called Pokemon Sunday, they revealed the silhouettes of the new starter Pokemon for Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. And people went crazy, creating versions of what they thought Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott would have looked like based on these silhouettes. Welcome, wonderful souls, it's time for Brush with Death. Death is me and you can call me Worm. The Gen 5 starter silhouette reveal created a trend of filling in the blanks. How did these starters look like when the lights were on? Today I wanted to tackle this challenge, filling in the blanks. I asked my friends Nifduo, Curious Chaos, Beeels, Markmages and Zeeeeeek to create silhouettes, and I will be creating Pokemon based on those silhouettes. From each person to the next, it will be more and more difficult. Let's see what Nifduo gave me for easy. Fairly simple and obvious body shape with a long horizontal head. Kinda looks like a cat. What will be difficult is that head shape. It's also that floating ball, and trust me, this is not the last time I'll see floating balls in this challenge. I feel like he was going for a psychic type cat for this silhouette. I kinda tried it, didn't really vibe with like the idea of a purpley Esper-like cat. With the shape of the body and the head did remind me of Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine, so I went with a more 1920s cartoon vibe with the rubber hose arms. It's kinda a cat. I also tried to make it a bunny because of Oswald. But for this challenge, I wasn't gonna change much or anything with the shapes of the silhouette itself, maybe other than turning it upside down. For the floating ball, I thought I would make it a disc or like a record or movie disc. See these nuts? But then I remembered in old cartoons, they used to have this circled iris in and out effect. How this Pokemon uses this circle? I will explain it as we meet Cartoon, the rubber hose Pokemon. Cartoon is normal psychic type with the ability Tinted Lens. It will boost the power of not very effective moves because even though media is rotting our brains, we still watch it anyway. Cartoon creates an iris-shaped portal, allowing it to teleport between different spaces. They have flexible limbs, like me, and can squeeze through the tightest spaces. Its shiny is a reference to this era of animation, the 1920s animations, being called the golden age of animation. Because we all know animation right now is ass because of AI. Fuck AI! You should hate it too, generative AI. The pose of this silhouette was reminiscent of a loaded mouth to me, so I made it have this laid back, uncaring, go with the flow expression. He's not evil, but just kinda cheeky, which I feel like a lot of 1920s cartoons, their characters were kinda cheeky. Next are the silhouettes for medium difficulty. Starting with a silhouette made by Kwimzon from Curious Chaos. He gave me this, a less obvious body shape, no visible limbs, and it actually reminded me of Shelter. Now with the silhouettes, I decided that I was allowed to spin them around or change their direction as long as I don't morph or distort the main shape of it. So thinking of it as not a shelter but a flatter view from a creature like a side view, the silhouette upside down reminded me of a fish with a top fin and tail fins. Some of y'all know I'm obsessed with the Like a Dragon franchise, so I thought I'd just randomly make a Yakuza or delinquent grumpy fish. I did some googling because I noticed big forehead fish, and sure enough, I found the black mussel cracker, which looks like a grumpy old man going to crack your back. But I added battle scars to this fish, referencing those cuts you would make if you grill a fish. But don't eat Zakana, the grumpy face Pokemon. I'm gonna be a grumpy face too. I'm grumpy! Zakana is the grumpy face Pokemon. It's a water fighting type with the ability Sheer Force or Intimidate. Zakana have heads hard as stone or like something else. They used to headbutt opponents with it. Though they are strong fighters, they usually threaten or intimidate before making any physical contact. For its shiny, I made it a yummy color, referencing taiyaki, a Japanese street dessert. Delicioso! Their big brows are not just angry eyebrows like mine right now. They can also be interpreted as a big pompadour hair, which you see the stereotypes of delinquents would have, like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu stupid as fuck. If I didn't follow the silhouette that Kwimzon gave to me, maybe I would have designed it a little longer, but I don't know, the big head, small body kind of fits it too. Gives it kind of a thick and dense but bulky looking look to this angry fish. Zakana. Beeels was the next one to give me medium difficulty silhouette, and they gave me this. No, it's not combustion, but it's definitely similar coincidentally. I really wanted to do this design in any way except right side up because it would just look like a combustion silhouette. So I tried flipping it upside down. I saw a Pokemon raising its arms or its wings and went with that. The two chicken legs now are horns. The combustion head is now 2 feet pointing downwards. The arms raising pose kinda look like a magic user going whoa. So I thought of a healing Pokemon like a Chansey. This is a koala with wings, I guess. So I went with a cross sparkle shape on its chest. Its ears were supposed to be like Chingling ropes. Yup. Yeah. This is Recoillery. There's recovery and koala. Yeah. Recoillery is the healing Pokemon. It is pure fairy type. The fur on Recoillery. I used to make bandages or gauzes for injured people or Pokemon. They have a healing song to heal, they sing to heal wounds. The shiny is nothing special at all, it just looks cool. And yeah, the proportions and the shapes are awful. But I really tried to stick to the silhouette's shape, which was the main point. It's not supposed to be like a masterpiece art. It was particularly about the design choices itself, and I think the design for Recoillery is okay, it's decent. I do think now if I didn't stick to the silhouette I would have removed the rope ear thing, but it's still cute. It's still cute. Do you want to try this challenge for yourself? You? Well, first, be subscribed. And next, here are the images of the silhouette. Do you see what's coming next? Now comes the hard mode difficulty from Markmages and Zeeeeeek. Let's see Markmages, and wow, it's a crescent shaped spikes blob. It could be tails or maybe a bush. I first was blanking and sketched maybe a rose bush with 3 heads. You see the bottom part looks like 3 heads with pincers on them. I thought they could have different generations of eyes. So one is the Gen 1 triangle eye, one is the cutesy eye, and one is the buggy eye. But it didn't look interesting, so I restarted, and I thought it looked like messy hair too. I thought it could still work as a bushy grass type, and the bottom shapes would be long sleeves and a dress. This is Unkemprin, the bedhead Pokemon. This Pokemon will be grass type with the ability Tangling Hair. Unkempri are heavy sleepers, causing their leaf-like hair to tangle and puff up. I kinda want the body to be like a cherry. Blue is good, but I wanted it to be like a berry bush. I know that's blueberries, but I went with the red for the main color and blue for the shiny. Admittedly, this could have been way better. This looks like shit. I like the concept a lot, like a messy head princess bush thing. So maybe I'll redo the design like in my own time at some point. Our final hard mode level silhouette is from Zeeeeeek. And when I saw what he gave, it was not difficult. It was impossible, bro. What am I even looking at? Well, I don't even know what I'm looking at. There's kind of 2 shapes, but then there's 2 floating balls this time making a comeback with their worm friend. It took a lot of concepting and ideas to figure this one out. I would make something viable with the cat-like head or the body head area, but then the tape one didn't make sense or the floating balls didn't make sense. Trust when I say it took a lot of brain power making this a bird's head, wings, that needed to have the balls and eel for a reason. This is quack the hell. This is Quack the Hell, the Enigma Pokemon with the ability Swarm, even though it kinda has a resemblance to a duck and is based on Wishy-Washy's schooling form. It is not a fish, it is bugs, so it's bug type. Well, it's bug eels, eel bugs. It's a tapeworm. No one knows if Quack the Hell is a permanently multi-bodied Pokemon like Foulings, but it is a parasite camouflaging something similar to a Cramorant. So they act like a Cramorant together, infiltrate Cramorant's food, and continue breeding and dominating the world like a parasite. It's also based on Geoducks. Google it yourself. I'm not giving you that picture because I don't want to get banned yet. It's just a clam, but it looks kinda sus. So what do you think of the silhouettes and the Pokemon that I made from them? It was quite an interesting challenge to come up with a design purely from silhouettes alone. If someone else were given the same silhouettes, I guarantee they would have seen something differently from me, like the Rorschach in-block test. And I definitely wouldn't have come up with some of these designs on my own since I have my own personal design taste. But that was what was so fun about the starter reveal silhouettes for the Generation 5 starters, that even though people were limited to a particular shape, they all still came up with something different. So go ahead and try these silhouettes, see what you can make out of them. Oh my god. So keep creating and maybe you'll have a brush with death. I'm glitching. Oh, it's time to go. Oh, happy day. Oh no.